And Carolyn, I did just get word the decision has been made. We moved over to district court there behind me where Judge Ronald Giles has been hearing a case between the mayor's attorney, Jim Thomas, and the attorney general's prosecutor, Doug Baker. They are talking about the mayor's tether. It has been decided the tether will go back on for the assault case. The mayor will have to report, and they will be putting the tether back on his ankle.
As of right now, the travel restrictions will be lifted. The defendant may go to the Democratic convention.
Saying it's important for Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick to serve as a superdelegate at the Democratic National Convention, Judge Leonard Townsend shocked the court by not only allowing the mayor to travel to Denver, but by removing his tether.
This is inherently unfair because we spoke and we had an agreement, and that's the issue of trust. Can you trust the mayor and his representatives? We had an agreement that none of this was going to take place today.
Prosecutors, irate at the judge's ruling, which he initiated himself, are now appealing to the Michigan Court of Appeals. The Attorney General's office says there's no question the tether was a condition of our bond. They're now questioning the judge's jurisdiction, removing the tether from the assault case. But defense attorneys say the mayor has a right to go to the convention.
Bond is granted on the basis the person is going to return to court.
The question for some, do the Democrats want him there? Do you think Democrats want the mayor at the convention?
I think that you might not when you ask that question. I think Democrats do.
It was in the Washington Post today. There's been articles around the country, so that's why I bring it up.
So if you believe everything you see in the paper?
That's why I'm asking.
I say no. I say that they want him there.
What you've just been watching was the court proceeding that happened in circuit court this morning when the judge shocked the courtroom and allowed Kwame Kilpatrick, the mayor of Detroit, to take the tether off of his ankle. After that, the Attorney General's office said, hey, wait a minute, you can't make that ruling. You're not even the judge presiding over our case. Our case still over in district court. They went to district court, and just moments ago, they got a judge to sign an order there, Judge Giles, that makes it so that the mayor has to return and put the tether back on his ankle. Now, I have contacted the Wayne County Sheriff's Department to find out when and where that might happen. The mayor does have several options of places where he can go. Two of those places, circuit courts, the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, also the Wayne County Jail, but there are also a couple other locations, so that's something they'll have to work out here in the next short time. Reporting live, Peggy Agar, Channel 7 Action News.
Yeah, Peggy, now that he has to wear this tether again, what about his participation in the Democratic National Convention? Will he be allowed to do that?
I mean, as of now, that stands. What we have to understand here is that there are two cases going on. Of course, I know that you guys know that, but for people at home, there are two cases going on. The judge that made the ruling was actually presiding over the perjury case. And in that case, he allowed him to go to the national convention. The judge in the district court case could have a different say, and of course this is going to have to play out. Kwame's attorneys, Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick's attorneys could still come over here to circuit court and appeal today's ruling. So a lot of appeals, attorneys scrambling around, not only here, but in the Court of Appeals and across the street at district court. We'll have to wait to see at the end of the day how this all plays out. But I believe as of now, he does still have the right and option to go to the convention, but he must be wearing his tether.
Okay,